I'm sure you're all aware of the recent happenings in India. On April 22nd, 26 tourists in Kashmir were shot dead by terrorists who had infiltrated into Indian territory, terrorists from Pakistan. And they shot 26 people dead in front of their families, in front of the children. And I think it shook the conscience of the world. But in spite of one of the terror organizations which are harbored in Pakistan, they claimed responsibility for the crime, for the murder, twice, but still Pakistan chose to protect them in the the United Nations Security Council, and they did not allow them to name the terrorist organization which had claimed responsibility for the crimes which had taken place on Indian soil. And they went ahead and continued to spread false propaganda. So finally, India had no choice but to respond. But when India responded, we responded responsibly. We made sure that no civilians were affected. The military bases were unharmed. We only targeted hubs where the terrorists were harbored and where they were being trained. And we also passed the message to the military and the government in Pakistan. And they continued to retaliate, targeting gurdwaras, temples, residential areas where Indian civilians lived, and also our military bases. Again, when they tried to target India again, then we foiled their attempts, and finally Pakistan understood that they cannot win this war against India. And now they've said they are fine with stopping these attempts to, have a war with India, and they are prepared for peace talks. But India is very clear that we will not come to the table for peace talks, and when we have our peace talks, Pakistan cannot continue attacking us shrouded in terrorism and cover themselves saying that we have nothing to do with it and these are terrorist groups. Because we've been able to trace, there are proofs. We are not saying anything because we have anything against anybody. India has always stood for peace with Pakistan. India has worked towards it. Our prime ministers have made efforts, honest efforts to bring peace between the neighboring nations and especially Pakistan. But Pakistan has continued to train, harbor, fund terrorist organizations which have come into India. And just not India, we are not only talking about India. There have been many incidents around the world where these terrorists have been traced back to Pakistan, and they've been Pakistani nationals also. So at this point, we've come to Russia, and the government of India has sent delegations to many countries to explain the stand of India, to make sure that false propaganda is not spread, and also to ensure and make the message very loud and clear that India will not watch terrorism, we will not accept terror attacks, we will not continue to keep quiet, and we will not be blackmailed by a country which says we have nuclear weapons. We want peace, but we want honest, true peace. We want to protect our citizens, our innocent citizens, and we want to ensure that there is real peace between the nations so that the countries can go on to development, go on to ensure that the people there live peacefully. And we do not have to continue what is happening between us, but the attempt to ensure that there is peace has to be from both sides. We've come here to seek Russia's support because Russia has always stood with us, and we want Russia to understand what is happening in our soil. We want Russia's support. We want Russia to stand with us when we are fighting against terrorism.